On a rainy Friday evening, tragedy struck the Bustleton neighborhood of Northeast Philadelphia. At approximately 6:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a medical transport plane crashed near the intersection of Cotman Avenue and Bustleton Avenue. The Learjet 55, operated by Jet Rescue Air Ambulance, had departed from Northeast Philadelphia Airport just minutes earlier. It was destined for Springfield, Missouri, on a journey that would eventually take its passengers back home to Tijuana, Mexico. Witnesses described hearing loud explosions as a fireball erupted into the sky. Debris rained down on the neighborhood, some pieces striking a nearby diner. The plane, carrying 6 people in total, went down near the bustling Roosevelt Mall shopping center. The impact shook the community, sending shockwaves through the typically quiet neighborhood. First responders, including hundreds of firefighters and police officers, rushed to the scene. They were met with a chaotic scene of fire and debris. The crash left a trail of destruction, engulfing several homes and cars in flames. As emergency crews battled the blaze, a sense of dread and disbelief settled over the city. The rain continued to fall, a somber backdrop to the unfolding tragedy. This crash came on the heels of another devastating aviation incident earlier that day, a mid-air collision over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C., involving an American Airlines plane and an Army Black Hawk helicopter. Both incidents served as stark reminders of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of air travel. Among the 6 souls lost in the Philadelphia crash were a pediatric patient and her mother, returning home to Mexico after the child received medical care at Shriners Children's Hospital. The young girl, whose name and age have not yet been released, had been fighting for her life. Her mother stayed by her side throughout her treatment. They boarded the plane, hopeful to finally return home and resume their lives. Tragically, their journey was cut short just moments after takeoff. The 4 other victims were crew members, all from Mexico, dedicated to ensuring the safe transport of the young patient and her mother. Their identities are being withheld pending notification of next of kin. Their selfless commitment to their profession cost them their lives. The crash serves as a stark reminder of the risks undertaken by medical professionals, especially those involved in air ambulance services. The loss of life, particularly the young patient and her mother, has deeply affected the community. The thought of a child, already facing health challenges, losing her life alongside her devoted mother, is a tragedy that transcends words. The incident has cast a pall over Shriners Children's Hospital, where staff members are mourning the loss of a patient they fought so hard to save. Immediately following the crash, at least 6 people were transported to local hospitals with injuries. 3 individuals were treated and released, while 3 others remain hospitalized in stable condition. The debris field from the crash extended for several blocks, with the most significant damage concentrated around the immediate impact zone. The diners struck by falling debris suffered damage to its roof and interior. 1 patron was injured by shattered glass. Philadelphia Mayor Sherelle Parker, visibly shaken, addressed the media, confirming the crash and expressing her condolences. She praised the swift response of first responders and urged the public to avoid the area as the investigation continued. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro echoed those sentiments, pledging the full support of the state to assist with the recovery effort. He lauded the resilience of the Bustleton community, highlighting their strength in the face of tragedy. Samuel Fells High School, located near the crash site, was quickly converted into a temporary shelter for residents displaced from their homes. The American Red Cross arrived on the scene, providing food, water, and emotional support to those affected by the disaster. Neighbors, despite their own shock and grief, rallied around those who lost their homes, offering assistance and a shoulder to lean on. As the initial shock and grief begin to subside, the focus has shifted to determining the cause of this heartbreaking incident. The Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are leading the investigation. A team of investigators is meticulously combing through the wreckage, searching for clues that might explain what caused the plane to plummet from the sky just minutes after takeoff. The FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives are also involved in the investigation, a standard procedure in aviation incidents of this magnitude. Their presence is primarily precautionary, ensuring that all possibilities are explored. While terrorism is not suspected, these agencies bring their expertise to rule out any foul play and ensure a thorough investigation. Jet Rescue Air Ambulance, the company that operated the ill-fated flight, released a statement expressing their deep sorrow over the loss of life. They are cooperating fully with authorities and have grounded their fleet of aircraft pending the outcome of the investigation. The company is also conducting its own internal review to determine if any factors related to their operations might have contributed to the crash. As investigators piece together the events leading up to the crash, the community grapples with the profound loss and the long road to healing that lies ahead.